One day while reading history, I paused to take a sigh about the land Afghanistan, where empires go to die. Alexander the Great, he tried and failed. The Mongols, they did too.
You can advertise your business on Night Dreams Talk Radio, and you will be heard worldwide. Why not contact us at nightdreamstalkradio@gmail.com. Night Dreams Talk Radio Network brings you the World Paranormal News with James Creechbaum. Now, the latest news.
This is Night Dreams Talk Radio Network News, and I'm James Creechbaum. For all my trucker friends out there, here's the weather for today and tomorrow. The I-5 corridor in Washington and Oregon can expect a chance of rain to return by Friday afternoon or evening, with high elevation snow across the Cascades. Snow is likely to continue across the northern Cascades Saturday morning, with snow levels dropping as low as 1,500 feet. Snow in the mountain passes in Washington could potentially top 6 inches. By Saturday afternoon, the system will have moved to the southeast, enough to spread snow into the northern Rockies of Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. Significant snow totals are expected through the weekend in some areas, particularly the northern Cascades, where over a foot is possible. Wyoming could see accumulations top 6 inches or more, even in non-mountainous areas. Travel is strongly discouraged in places under a blizzard warning, like in upstate New York near Oswego. These conditions are expected to continue Friday evening and could also lead to scattered power outages. Intense lake effect snow banding has prompted the warnings of winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories in northwest lower Michigan. Snowfall accumulations of 4 to 9 inches are possible in the advisory areas and 10 to 12 inches in the warning counties through 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday. Compass headings, runaway names change with Earth's magnetic field. Now, compass headings, runaway names, they do change with Earth's magnetic field. When it changes, the Earth's magnetic field changes constantly, but on a very small scale. You may have read recent reports that the North Pole is gradually shifting towards Siberia. Airport runway designations even change, since they reflect actual compass headings that are always in flux. Airports near to the North and South Poles see the effect much more often than airports near the equator. Aviation is affected by these minuscule changes, especially as they relate to navigation. Even your smartphone's map app relies on a map of the magnetic field. That map is known as the World Magnetic Model, and it is updated every 5 years. Internal emails show Air Force concern over Colorado drone mystery. The drone sightings in northeastern Colorado and western Nebraska dropped off as suddenly as they began. But the effort to reveal the truth behind the mystery is still very much alive. The media reports have slowed to a crawl, and reports of sightings by the public are quiet. There would be no news at all if not for Freedom of Information Act filing by a volunteer researcher working for the Scientific Coalition for the UAP Studies, filed for and received documents showing internal communication of the Public Affairs Office of the U.S. Air Force Base in Wyoming. Warren Air Force Base is home to forces responsible for security at scores of ICBM sites in the area where the drones were reported. The Colorado Springs Gazette reported on January 5th that the drones were likely tied to Warren Air Force Base, which has a program designed to counteract enemy drones. Now, Warren Air Force Base quickly denied it. The emails released after the FOIA request show very little in terms of meaningful communication because they are so heavily redacted. A few descriptions made it, though, and such as a report from law enforcement that one large mothership drone was accompanied by a group of smaller drones. The strange influence the sun has on whales. A solar storm can throw whales off course, suggesting that the large animals might have an internal compass. The Earth's magnetic field is an omnipresent, providing a reliable navigational guide even when other cues fail. So it's easy to think that whales have a compass. It's just hard to prove it. Perhaps some whales run aground because their internal compass temporarily go haywire. And while there aren't many things that could conceivably disturb such compasses, the sun is one of them. A woman tests positive for coronavirus for a second time after shaking off the disease. A woman in Japan has tested positive for coronavirus for a second time. A tour bus guide in Osaka is the first person in the country to do so amid growing concerns as the virus spreads. 8 people in Japan have died from coronavirus, while more than 2,800 people have died worldwide. Doctors have previously spoken about the potential for reinfection from coronavirus, as the strain is still new and scientists are unable to say how long immunity will last. We do know that when you catch the virus, your body learns how to fight it off. Even after you've fully recovered, your body is left with the ability to battle a virus and avoid developing symptoms again. However, like our minds, our bodies can forget over time how to do this, and immunity can wear off over time after initial infection. Second positive tests of coronavirus have also been reported in China, where the disease first broke out at the end of last year. Secret door discovered in the House of Commons. Renovation workers have uncovered a forgotten passageway in UK's Houses of Parliament. While it might seem as though all of the building's secrets would have been found by now, this week there was a surprise in store when renovation workers uncovered a secret door leading to a hidden passageway that dates back over 360 years. Believed to have been originally built for the coronation of Charles II in 1660, the passageway would have enabled guests to attend the banquet in the neighboring Westminster Hall. Secret Area 51 tunnel openings appear on Google Earth. Those coordinates, some from Google Earth by way of the YouTube site, which didn't find any UFOs, but did locate 3 suspicious spots that appear to be secret tunnel openings near the main grounds of Area 51. It didn't just post and run, though. It did some serious digging and located previous satellite images of the 3 mysterious sets of openings and put together a reverse time-lapse video showing their evolution from today back to 1998. Witchcraft is growing in popularity, entering a U.S. mainstream. Interest in witchcraft has been growing, and it's not just in the realm of secret covens. Witchcraft isn't hiding anymore. The Wicca faith has spread in the United States, but not all witches consider themselves pagan or Wiccan. A report released in 2014 by the New Research Center estimated 730,000 Americans associate with pagans or Wiccan faith. Temporary mini-moon found in Earth's orbit. A tiny natural satellite that may have been in orbit for as long as 3 years has been spotted by scientists. Not everything in orbit around the Earth is man-made, however. Also, up there at any given time are one or more mini-moons. Tiny space rocks, at least relative to the actual moon, that enter into orbit for a brief time before venturing back out into space. Detecting these pint-sized visitors, however, has proven quite the challenge. So far, only a single mini-moon has ever been conclusively identified. Now, astronomers at the University of Arizona Stewart Observatory believe that they may have discovered a second mini-moon, an object named 2020 CD3. Thought to be up to 11.5 feet long, the temporary natural satellite may have been in orbit for up to 3 years. However, there are indications that it could be making its escape within the next few months. According to senior research specialists for the Catalina Sky Survey, the object's brightness is typical of most carbon-rich asteroids. Assuming it maintains its current orbit, it will likely depart again sometime in April. Next news break, top of the hour.
From the compound in beautiful Gig Harbor, Washington. From the Pacific to the Atlantic to you worldwide. Well, good evening. Or morning, depending on your time zone. This is Gary on Night Dreams Talk Radio. Tonight, our guest is David Pierce. We're going to get out of the paranormal tonight and talk a little bit about witchcraft. TV witchcraft. We're going to be talking about the TV show Bewitched. Get yourself a nice, cozy chair to settle in, something hot to drink, get that fireplace going, and get ready to go for a real ride on Night Dreams Talk Radio.
Coming to you from some far point station, like a cosmic tumbleweed, both north and south of the Pleiades. Here's your host, Gary Anderson.
And that is me. Well, tonight we're going to be talking at the top of the hour with David Pierce about a beloved show that a lot of us grew up with, well, depending on your age, and with reruns probably still today. The show was called Bewitched. You remember that TV show with Darren and Samantha and all that? Well, we're going to be talking with David Pierce, who wrote a great book, well, about the show, the rich history about it. And we're going to dig, well, as much as we can into that TV show, the characters and all that. It's going to be a really great show here tonight. Well, James, my friend, how are you doing today or tonight?
I am doing much better. My lip is not above my eyes so I can see, and it's a little cold, but it's good. It's good.
Okay. Can you say she shells down at the seashore?
I can't see that normally. Are you kidding me?
Okay. Well, you know what? In Toronto, the fire department went and rescued a cat. It climbed all the way up one of the utility poles and, well, couldn't get back down.
Wow. So that's your typical call the fire department, get the cat down. People don't realize firemen, man, they risk their lives for not just fires, for cats too, because I have seen cats. I seen one video with that similar to that, but the cat dove on the guy right in his face, and he dang near fell.
Oh, yeah. Well, you imagine, though, the cats have no problem going up the poles. But I tell you what, they sure have a problem going down it.
Yeah, they do. They sure do. I've seen that with big cats too. Sometimes on them African safaris, they'll get up there and they don't want to come down, but they got to come down. Eventually, some of them they come down the hard way. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah. Well, here about a week ago, and I didn't even report it. But a dog, a big-sized dog, a German Shepherd, climbed up a tree like about 30, 40 feet and had to be rescued. It got up there probably chasing something and then